The Structure-to-Parameter plugin is designed to transfer multi-layer structures into a specified multi-line parameter. I open the Structure-to-Parameter plugin, go to the ModPlus, then the ModPlus panel. After selecting Manage, I launch the plugin. When starting the plugin, for the first time, it's necessary to create a configuration. For example, I will name it Floor. To reduce the list of types displayed, you can select the required category. In this case, I select the Floors category. Filters don't affect the configuration itself, they only affect what is displayed in the plugin window. Now I see a list of floor types for which I need to populate the multi-layer structure. In all columns there is a message "No parameter". This means that no parameter has yet been assigned in the project from which the template will be read and into which the processed result will be written. To assign the required parameters, I go to Settings and click here. From the drop-down lists, I select the necessary parameters. At the moment, the lists are empty because the parameters haven't yet been created in the project. The required parameters are template and result. Each parameter includes a tooltip description. The parameter template required type parameter with the data type multi-line text. The parameter result required type parameter with the data type multi-line text. If it is necessary to write a reverse result, that is, layers in reverse order, an additional parameter for the reverse result must be created. This parameter is optional and should only be created if reverse output is required. Now I create the required parameters. Go to Manage, Project Parameters, and create the first parameter. It can have any name, for example, template. For type, multi-line text, and category flows. Then I create the second parameter. They also can have any name, for example, result. For type, multi-line text, and category also flows. I return to the plugin window, ModPlus Structure-to-Parameter. I open Settings, and from the drop-down lists, select for template, template, for result, a result. These parameters now appear in the drop-down lists because they were just created in the project. If the project contains variable thickness elements, an additional parameter must be created to store the variable thickness value. If instead of the material name, it is necessary to use the value of another parameter, enable the corresponding checkbox and select the parameter whose value will be used instead of the material name. I return to the main plugin window. The columns for the categories assigned in the template and result parameters are now active. In this case, that category is floors. For all other categories, the template and the result columns remain inactive and still display no parameter. In the filter section, I can select Floors category to display only floors. However, this doesn't affect processing. Only floors will be filled because parameters were assigned exclusively to that category. Other categories will not be processed unless corresponding parameters are created and assigned to them. In the template column, placeholder tokens must be specified. The available placeholders are shown in the tooltip. There are required and optional placeholders. The mandatory placeholder for processing any structure is the add symbol. As soon as add is entered in the template, the result window immediately displays the processed output preview. If the project contains repeating layers, the ampersand placeholder can be used. The ampersand is not mandatory for basic structure output, but is required when you unite identical layers. In the result preview, the layer names are united. If it's necessary to output only a specific layer rather than all layers, its index number can be specified in square brackets. The result window will then display only the particular layer. In this project, the material name is displayed in the structure. However, there may be cases when the selected parameter is empty or where the material name needs to be modified. In such cases, a dedicated button allows you to assign a value directly within the plugin without exiting. The assigned value will immediately appear in the result preview. Returning to Settings, if layer numbering is required, enable the Use Numbering option and select one of the available numbering formats. The numbering format can be adjusted, for example using a period, bracket or other separator. This is how the layers appear when numbering is applied. If subtitle required for the layer structure, place the caret symbol before the Add placeholder. Then enter the subtitle text and insert line break. The result window will display the updated output with the subtitle. After completing the template for all required types, check the box in the final column for the types that need to be processed and click Accept. The result window will display which types have been processed. You can now verify them directly in the project. For the type Concrete, include subtitle and numbered layers. The result for the type Wood Floor is displayed one layer. The result for the type Layer shows united layers. In this way, the plugin completes its task.